What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are back at it again with another video. So, before we get into this video, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment in the comment section below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new, leave a heart at the bottom. If you're old, say hey, how you doing? So, I came up with this video topic while I was at work. And I was jotting down some notes and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to give you guys 7 interview tips that will help you get hired, pretty much. So that's what this video is about today, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff along with that as well. So tip number 1, practice and prepare. You always got to practice for your interview, and you always got to prepare for your interview. If you don't prepare yourself, you won't be prepared, period. 2, develop a connection with the interviewer. So when you're interviewing with the manager, just develop a strong connection with the interviewer and they might turn out to like you. Research the company and show what you know. So before you go to an interview, you always got to research a company. I do that sometimes. I research the company, try to get a couple facts about the company and make sure I mention it in the interview, and boom, you ace the interview. 4, get ready ahead of time. If you don't prep yourself ahead of time or get ready ahead of time, then you're not gonna be ready the next day. So you have to get prepared and get ready before the day you go to the interview. 5, be on time. That means be early. I'm reading from this, y'all. That means be early. So before you go to an interview, make sure you're 15 minutes or 10 minutes early. If you're 30 minutes early or an hour early, then that's okay. But it's okay to be early. If you're late, it's going to be a bad look on you. And tip number 7, this is very important. You got to follow up after the interview. Sometimes what I used to do when I was younger, like when I was back in high school and stuff like that, I used to call places and I used to call them and I used to ask, what's the status of my application, and stuff like that. So that actually works sometimes and they will get back with you with the status of your application. You just have to make the call and ask. All right, top 10 interview questions that they ask you during the interview. Question number 1, what are your weaknesses? That is a really popular question that they ask in interviews. I get asked that all the time. So don't be shocked when they ask you that. Question number 2, why should we hire you? That again is another popular question that they ask. Why should they hire you? Because they want to know, why would you want to work for them? Well, that brings us to question number 3. Why do you want to work here? They always want to know, why do you want to work at their company? They want to know if you're just there for the paycheck, if you're there for a lifetime, or however long you're going to be there. Question number 4, what are your goals? They would like to know your goals, your inspirations, what inspires you, what motivates you, and stuff like that. Number 5, why did you leave or why are you leaving your current job? Now, this question is kind of hard because you never know what happened at your last job. They never know what happened at your last job. So, say if you got fired, just say looking for better work opportunities and stuff like that. That might help you out. If they don't ask you if you got fired or anything, don't tell them. Period. 6, when are you most satisfied in your job? Now, I haven't got that question before, but this is another popular question that they ask during interviews. And number 7, what can you do for us that other candidates can't? So basically saying, what do you bring to the table? Number 8, what are 3 positive things your last boss will say about you? That is a popular question because I've got asked that before and I sometimes stumble on that question. And number 9, what salary are you seeking? Some people told me not to mention the salary in an interview. I don't know why they told me that, but I guess you can mention the salary in an interview as long as they ask you, but if they don't ask you, don't mention it. And number 10, if you were an animal, which one would you be? Now, the reason for that question is they might trick you and try to ask you a question, a random or weird question, and see if you're actually paying attention or see if how quick you are with your answers. And then last but not least, we have career assessments. Now, after you apply at the job that you're trying to get, they usually have career assessments. They have tests and stuff like that. And I have tips on how to pass those tests. Questions are repetitive to trick you, so you have to make sure you are paying attention to each and every question because those questions on those career assessments, they are repetitive, so you have to pay attention. Don't do the assessment yourself. Make sure you get some help from like a friend, a family member, somebody who's real knowledgeable on jobs and interviews and stuff like that. Read slowly through every question. You have to make sure you read slowly through every question because if you don't, you might mess up and you can't retake those tests. And last but not least, don't guess the answer. If you guess the answer, you're really gonna mess up on that test because it's not a guessing game. Like those tests are really serious and they can determine whether you can get the job or not. And last but not least, be professional. So every job you go to, you have to be professional. Don't gossip about nobody. Don't do drama about nobody. Don't tell your personal business, nothing like that. I learned my lesson with my last job. Don't tell your personal business. Don't do none of that. And this is the reason why I wanted to do this video to help you as I'm helping myself. So make sure you're a professional. Make sure you speak to everybody. Make sure you speak loud and boldly. Don't be shy. Come out your comfort zone and do what you can to make that job a great job and a lasting job. That's the end of this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment in the comment section below. If you're new, you subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're new, leave a heart at the bottom. If you're old, say, hey, how you doing? And what do I say at the end of every video? Deuces.